Before today, the last time you saw one of these ceremonies was the spring of the year 2012. President Barack Obama was wrapping up his first term in office with a tradition that goes back decades, hosting the previous president for the unveiling of his official presidential portrait. On that day in May of 2012, Obama made this statement about the point of these portraits as an enduring memory of a president's temporary time in office serving the people.
The White House is many things at once. It's a working office. It's a living museum. It's an enduring symbol of our democracy. But at the end of the day, when the visitors go home and the lights go down, a few of us are blessed with the tremendous honor to actually live here. I think it's fair to say that every president is acutely aware that we are just temporary residents. We're renters here. We're charged with the upkeep until our lease runs out. But we also leave a piece of ourselves in this place.
We are renters here, charged with the upkeep until our lease runs out. In 2012, we did not know how prescient those remarks were. There was no President Biden fighting for the soul of this nation. There was no President Trump fighting to stay in office, no insurrectionists storming the Capitol, no top secret classified records taken from the White House and stored in a Florida closet. None of that had happened yet. In fact, we wouldn't see an official White House portrait unveiling again for another 10 years. Today, President Obama returned to the White House, where his friend and now President Joe Biden unveiled Obama's portrait alongside that of the former First Lady, Michelle Obama. During today's event, the former president echoed the point he made back in 2012, that presidents are renters at the White House and that their time there is temporary.
I've always described the presidency as a relay race. You take the baton from someone, you run your leg as hard and as well as you can, and then you hand it off to someone else, knowing that your work will be incomplete. The portraits hanging in the White House chronicle the runners in that race. Each of us tasked with trying to bring the country we love closer to its highest aspirations.
Now, the reason this event was held today and not during Trump's term in office, the reason it's been a decade since we've seen one of these unveilings, is because for the first time in U.S. history, the incumbent president refused to honor his predecessor with this rite of passage. Trump never scheduled the ceremony. And given the content of Obama's address today, it might have been a little awkward for Trump, given that he had zero intention of leaving the White House when his term was up. Obama's remarks about the peaceful transfer of power, both today and in 2012, stand in stark contrast to the president who thought he owned the place, that he was the White House, a president who tried to overthrow the results of a legitimate election and would have preferred that President Obama be redlined out of the opportunity to rent the White House. Trump made his campaign and his presidency about being the antithesis of Obama, about rejecting Obama's legacy, rejecting inclusion, and eventually rejecting the will of the people. You saw it early. You saw it as early as 2011 when Trump went on national TV saying President Obama should show his papers, show his birth certificate. Those claims continued through the years, along with the false assertion that Obama must be Muslim, not from here, not deserving the office of the presidency. You saw Trump come down that escalator in 2015 to announce his bid for office while claiming Mexico is not sending their best. You saw it after far-right violence in Charlottesville in 2017 when then-President Trump defended neo-Nazi violence by stating there were, quote, very fine people on both sides. You saw it again and again and again during Trump's presidency, all the way up to January 6th, when Trump refused to leave office and encouraged a crowd of his supporters that he knew were armed to storm the U.S. Capitol while the 2020 election results were being certified, to try to keep himself in that house as if he wasn't a renter at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, but an owner.